The night was quiet in the small town of Maple Grove, where the hum of crickets was the only sound outside the open windows of the Thompson residence. Inside, David Thompson sat at the edge of his bed, staring at the glass of water on his nightstand. His wife, Emily, had been telling him for weeks about some life-changing discovery she'd made, and tonight she was determined to convince him to try it. "David," she said, brushing her long brown hair back, "I'm serious. Just try sleeping on your left side tonight. You have no idea what it can do for you." David chuckled, stretching his arms. "Emily, I've been sleeping on my back for 48 years. I'm fine." "You're not fine," she countered, crossing her arms. "You snore like a freight train. You complain about your heartburn every other night, and you wake up more tired than when you went to bed." David raised an eyebrow. "And sleeping on my left side is going to fix all that?" "That's what I've been reading," Emily said. "It's not just about comfort. It's about how your body works when you lie down. Your organs, your heart, your digestion, it all works differently depending on which side you sleep on." That piqued David's curiosity, though he didn't admit it right away. Emily was known in their family for diving deep into health tips and wellness trends, but she also had a knack for uncovering things that later proved to be true. Years ago, she convinced David to cut down on soda before doctors warned him about his blood pressure. She got him to walk every evening before heart health became his priority. And now, left side sleeping? "All right," David sighed. "Explain it to me. I'm listening." Emily smiled, leaning forward as if she were about to reveal a secret no one else knew. "First off, your heart. You know how it's on the left side of your chest? When you sleep on your left side, gravity helps your heart pump more efficiently because it's not working against the pull of your other organs. It makes circulation easier. That's why doctors sometimes recommend it to people with heart issues." David scratched his chin. "Makes sense, I guess." "And then there's digestion," Emily continued. "Your stomach and pancreas are on the left side too. When you sleep that way, food moves through your intestines more easily. No more acid reflux, no more waking up at night feeling like you swallowed lava." David smirked. "You've been reading too many wellness blogs." Emily shook her head. "This isn't just some blog. There's science behind it. Even lymphatic drainage, the way your body clears waste, is better on the left. You detox while you sleep." David couldn't help but laugh. "So, you're telling me sleeping on my left side will basically make me immortal?" Emily rolled her eyes. "I'm telling you it could change your life. But fine, don't believe me. Just try it for 1 week. If you don't feel any different, I'll never bring it up again." And so, that night, David reluctantly rolled onto his left side. At first, it felt awkward. His shoulder pressed into the mattress, his right arm searched for a comfortable spot, and his mind kept drifting back to how silly this all seemed. But soon enough, he drifted into sleep. The next morning, something strange happened. David woke up before his alarm. Normally, Emily had to nudge him 3 times before he rolled out of bed, groggy and irritable. But today, his eyes opened naturally, and he actually felt rested. "That's weird," he muttered to himself as he walked into the kitchen, where Emily was sipping coffee. "Morning," she said with a knowing smile. "How'd you sleep?" "Fine," David said quickly, not wanting to give her the satisfaction. But in truth, he couldn't remember the last time he'd slept that deeply. Over the next few days, David kept his promise to sleep on his left side. By the 3rd night, his heartburn had vanished. By the 5th, Emily commented that his snoring had gotten quieter. And by the end of the week, David admitted grudgingly that maybe there was something to this whole left side sleeping thing. But the real turning point came when David's doctor, Dr. Michael Harris, noticed the change at his regular checkup. "Your blood pressure looks better," Dr. Harris said, scanning the chart. "What have you been doing differently?" David hesitated, glancing at Emily, who was smirking beside him. Sleeping on my left side?" To David's surprise, Dr. Harris nodded. "That can actually help. Puts less strain on your heart, improves circulation, helps digestion. If it's working for you, keep doing it." That was all Emily needed to hear. "See? Told you so." Over the next month, David became something of a left-side sleeping evangelist. He told his friends at work, his brother in Chicago, even the cashier at the grocery store. The more he read, the more he realized Emily had been right all along. Left-side sleeping could improve heart health, reduce snoring, aid digestion, even help the liver and kidneys filter toxins more efficiently. One night, sitting on the porch with Emily, David admitted, I didn't want to believe you at first because it sounded so simple. But maybe the best changes in life are the simple ones. Emily leaned her head on his shoulder. Sometimes they are. And sometimes it just takes a little convincing. From then on, David never went back to sleeping on his back, except for the occasional nap on the recliner during football season. And every time someone complained to him about waking up tired or having acid reflux, he'd lean in like he was about to reveal the world's best-kept secret and say, "Try sleeping on your left side. It might just change your life." And in his case, it truly had.